with a collection video. I did previously a shoe collection and an evening dresses collection, which I will link on the screen, both of these videos now, and a lot of people love these collection videos. So I'm back with a handbag collection video. So these are all my designer handbags that I have at the moment. I don't actually keep all my bags. I do kind of resell them to purchase new bags when I feel like they don't kind of fit my style, or they're a bit worn out, or I don't kind of love them anymore as much as I used to. So I have recently sold a Speedy Louis Vuitton and a Prada bag, which were just too big, and at the moment I don't work in an office, so I felt like I didn't need such big bags. So I sell them on Vestia Collective and also on Depop, so I will link those accounts below in case you do want to purchase some of my stuff when I do sell it out. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this collection video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and also the little bell button next to it so that you get a notification every time I upload a new video. I'm going to start everything off with small bags, and my first one is this Gucci Beauty that I have. This is a bag I actually purchased last year when I was in Paris for the Easter holidays. And I just absolutely love this bag. It is fully in Pithon and it's got gold hardware. As you will see during this collection video, I am a pretty gold hardware girl. I love gold hardware and I just love this bag. I have used it to death. It is such a versatile bag. It's really spacious inside, even though it's quite small, which means you can use it for daytime crossbody, and you can also kind of dress it up for evening. I love the gold Pithon on top because I just think it gives it such a glamorous and decadent look. But it's still, like, because you can wear it crossbody, you can still use it for daytime, and I love the mix of the gold Pithon with the normal kind of more natural coloured Pithon, and I love the little peep of pink Pithon on the sides. I think it gives it a super special look, and I love this kind of lock here. You just sort of press it and that's how the bag opens. And it's quite squarish, so it keeps its shape really well, but at the same time it is pretty spacious inside. It's still got the stuffing inside, but it's pretty spacious. And yeah, I just love it. It's such a beautiful bag. It's got a little pocket at the back where you can put some cards maybe if you're not carrying a wallet. And I love that it's got this little hanging bit. I usually leave it on when I'm wearing it more casually because this is like a little key to lock the bag. But where I'm wearing it more dressy for evening, I usually take this off because you can easily take it off from here. I think the chain is beautiful. It's quite thick, so it actually is like a feature in itself in the bag. And it's just so beautiful, and the Pithon's held up really well. Usually Pithon, the scales usually lift up pretty easily, but this one's treated, so the scale's still in really good condition. I have taken it out in the rain and it's not damaged at all, and the bag is in pretty good condition. I do take care of it, but I have to say that I'm not kind of so careful about it that I don't use it, and it's still held up pretty well, so I absolutely love this one. Another bag of a similar style is the recent YSL bag that I purchased in Midnight Blue Pithon, and unfortunately I don't have that bag here with me because I forgot it in Spain when I went to visit my family, but I will insert some pictures of what this bag looks like. It is absolutely stunning. It has a beautiful gold tassel and it's in a very glossy Pithon. It has like a special metallic finish to it, so it's really glossy, and it's not overly metallic, but it does kind of look a little bit metallic. I love the gold hardware again. It just makes it look so decadent and so beautiful. The midnight blue is so dark that it's almost black, which means I can pair it up with pretty much everything. It's a very neutral bag, and I love it. I love the YSL logo. I love these bags that were done by the new designer at YSL, and I just think they look so beautiful. They've almost got like an 80s vibe to them with so much gold in them, but I think they look so stunning. And again, it's a very spacious bag. You can use it for evening, for daytime. You can wear it crossbody. If you're very tall, the chain might not be long enough for crossbody, but for me it's good enough, and I can wear it crossbody during the day, and it fits a whole lot of stuff. You would be surprised with how much you can fit in this bag. I can actually fit in like my wallet and all my day essentials and my sunglasses, and there's still kind of room in the bag for my phone and stuff. So it's a really versatile bag. I think it looks beautiful, and because it's pretty small, it means that although it has a chain, it doesn't get so heavy that it'll dig into your shoulders, so it's a great bag. Moving on to clutch bags now, I firstly want to show you this beauty from Alexander McQueen. It is their bags which you can put your fingers through. It's a very iconic bag for them. I can't remember the name right now. This one is also in Pithon, but it's in a treated Pithon, which means that the scales do not lift at all. It has a very smooth finish to it, and it's in an antique gold sort of colour. It is so beautiful. It has sort of shades of copper and gold, but it is super beautiful, and all the hardware is in gold, and these top bits make it look like, if you put your fingers through it, it makes it look like you're wearing rings. And it's got the classic MOQUEEN skull, and then it has a black onyx looking stone, and then another skull on this one, and a smaller skull on this one as well. So it's really beautiful. It's a really kind of statement bag. I love it. It's quite a thin clutch, which means you can't actually fit in too much, and my iPhone, when I had the bigger iPhone, was actually too wide, so it didn't even fit then, but it's a beautiful bag. I've used this so much for parties, and I actually purchased this one secondhand from Vestiaire Collective. It had hardly been used, and it only had a tiny scratch at the back, which is hardly visible, and I got this for an amazing price. So if you are looking to buy designer bags at a more affordable price, I will link the Vestiaire Collective site below. Loads of bloggers use this, and it's a great site to buy kind of secondhand items, and sometimes they're almost brand new. So like this one, it had hardly ever been used. So yeah, and you can get really good deals on designer purchases, and I love this bag. It's kind of a classic icon that I think I'll cherish for you. Another clutch bag is this super sparkly bag by Jimmy Choo, and I actually have the matching shoes to this one. It's in a sort of silver color, and then it has sort of champagne gold thread going through it, creating a sort of design on it, and it's so beautiful. It has a very light champagne gold hardware, and it just has like a clasp at the top that you kind of just click open and close. And it's quite big for a clutch, and it can actually fit in quite a lot for a clutch bag. It's pretty spacious, and inside it's got a beautiful satin lining, and I absolutely love this bag. I've used it so much, and it's very special to me because I actually bought this for my wedding, for one of the functions at my wedding. My wedding was actually an Indian wedding, so I had 3 days of parties. So for one of the parties I bought this bag, and it's just so special to me. I've got the matching shoes, and it just holds a very special place in my heart. But another clutch is this Ferragamo clutch, and I absolutely love this clutch. It's in lambskin, which means it's pretty delicate and it gets scratched pretty easily, but if you're careful with it, mine has survived pretty much scratch-free for a long time. In a beautiful powder pink shade. It actually matches almost perfectly with my Roger Vivier flats, and it's got a very soft gold hardware. It's got the classic Ferragamo clasp here. Basically just lift this, and then that's how you open the bag. So it's a little bit kind of fussy to open it. It's lined with leather inside as well, and it's a bit of a faff to kind of open and close, but I guess like a clutch is not something you carry when you're going shopping and stuff, so it's still okay. It's got this bit here that you can hang it around your wrist, which is really nice and handy when you've got other stuff in your hand. And it's got a little key here which you can lock the bag with, but you take this off or leave it on depending on what you prefer. It's got a beautiful color. I love that it's so smooth. It's got a pretty good size as well. You can fit a decent amount of stuff in. You can't fit in loads, but you can actually fit a decent amount in, and I love this for kind of daytime or maybe a daytime wedding, and it's just so beautiful. A classic bag, and this one that was actually gifted to me by my husband, so it's very special. And my final clutch is this one, which was actually the first gift my husband gave me that was a handbag. And this one is a Gucci bag, and it's in patent leather, and it's got silver hardware. One of my rare bags that have got silver hardware. And this bag was all the rage when I got it. Like, I have most compliments ever got with. Like, honestly, everybody loved it. It's quite an oversized clutch, which makes it great for like dinners, but also to use during the daytime. You can fit in loads of stuff because it's pretty oversized, and I love the fact that it has a mirror in here when you open it, which means that you don't need to carry a mirror with you. This is really handy when you want to kind of put some lipstick on, and it's lined with fabric inside. But the top bit is lined with leather where the mirror is, and it just has kind of a really nice kind of magnetic closure. And yeah, I love it. I mean, it's got a few scratches, but it's survived pretty well. It's about 5 years old, and it survived really well, and it's a super versatile bag. It is literally my party bag because this one is so easy to clean. The patent is just so easy to clean if somebody spills a drink or something on top, so it's a great party bag. Moving on to bigger bags, my next bag is this one, which is a shopping bag, and this one is from Tory Burch, and I actually bought this one to go to my honeymoon, and I thought, you know, it would be a great bag to go to the beach, or, you know, if we're just kind of going around during the daytime really casually. Like a navy and cream print with like horizontal lines, and then it's got the leather in tan on top. And it's got the Tory Burch logo over here. It is a really nice bag. It fills pretty much everything. It's kind of very similar to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull bag. And yeah, and I like that it's got like an inside pocket as well, which is also printed, which looks really nice when you can see it. And in this pocket you can put kind of smaller stuff that you don't want to get lost in the bag. So it's really, really handy. I love this for the beach because it's canvas, so you can clean it super, super easily. It doesn't stain easily. You can just take like a damp cloth and clean it super easily. The only thing is it's not very structured, so it can sag at the bottom, but you can put inside like a stiff card or something if you don't want it to sag at the bottom. I use it for the beach and stuff, so I'm not really that bothered. But if you want it to look a little bit more structured, you can put a sort of stiff card piece at the bottom so that it kind of holds its shape a little bit better. It is a super versatile bag, super easy to clean, and yeah, just really, really useful, and I love the print. Another really big bag is this one by Carolina Herrera. This one is in suede and in calf grain leather. This is almost like the caviar leather from Chanel. It's very, very similar. It's all with gold hardware. Back again to our gold hardware. And then it's got this bit of the handle in leather, which is really handy because it means it doesn't dig into your shoulder if it's pretty heavy. And then this bit is in gold as well. It's a very soft gold, almost a champagne gold. So it's got the chainy bits there, and it's pretty structured at the bottom because the bottom is really stiff, which means it holds its shape, even though at the top it's kind of more destructured and softer, which means you can fit in loads into this bag. It's got material lining inside, and yeah, it's a super, super good bag to carry during the daytime if you want to like carry it to work, or you're going shopping and you want to fill in loads of stuff. And it's also good because although you can fit in a lot, it does have a zip, which means you can close it and stuff won't fall out. My only gripe with this bag is it is suede, which means that you cannot clean it, and it's a very light shade actually. It's like a soft tan, and it's kept up pretty well. I've had it for about, I think, 4 years now, and it's kept up pretty well, but on the back where it rubs with my clothes, as you can see here, it has gotten a little bit stained, so it's not amazing that it's leather. Really nice, so I love the bag, but because it's suede, it does stain pretty easily. Okay, another bag that I've featured in quite a few of my videos is this Lady Dior bag, and unfortunately it's a bit squished because it was a bit squished in the cupboard, but it's one of my most prized possessions. I love this bag. It's with the classic gold hardware. It's in a very soft tan. It's kind of a beigey color, and I just love it. It's such a classic bag. It fits in loads, even though it's got a very structured shape. It's in the large size, which I think nobody really buys anymore, and they've got very few shades, but when I bought this, this was the most popular size to buy it in. I love that it's got a chain, which means you can close it. The gold hardware is stunning, and the gold hardware is actually not super heavy. With a lot of these designer bags, the hardware can be really, really heavy, and it makes them really uncomfortable, but this one is pretty light when it's empty, which means you can fill it up and it's still pretty comfortable to carry around. It's in lambskin, so obviously you have to be really careful with the leather. It does get scratched pretty easily, but mine's held up pretty well, and obviously if it rubs against jeans, the color does rub off, so you have to be a little bit careful with that. I just clean it with baby wipes, and it's held up pretty well. I love the fact that it's structured because it's held up its shape pretty nicely for a long time. If you fill it up a lot, it still holds its shape quite well, and I like really structured bags, so this works amazing. It is pretty structured on the bottom as well, and it's got these little feet to kind of hold it up, and yeah, I just absolutely love this bag. I think it's a staple in my wardrobe, and it's super classic, and this color just goes with absolutely everything. The handles are also hard, which makes it really nice and really easy to kind of put it in the crook of your arm, but I have to say, because the leather is really thin, from holding it with my hands, the leather has torn a little bit there, but it has held up pretty nicely, and I still really love this bag. Another bag from Dior which I have and which I've been loving is this one, which is the Diorissimo bag, and this one is in a really beautiful navy blue. This one was actually my graduation present from my family when I graduated from university, and this one actually has silver hardware. And usually I go for the gold hardware, but because this one, they didn't have it with gold hardware, and I really liked the blue, I thought the silver looked really nice actually with the blue, and it just gave it a more modern feel as well. It actually looked very nice. I love this one because it's got a contrast lining. It's kind of lined in a very soft lilac-y pink, and I really love that because when you carry the bag and this sort of flops, you can see this. Both this one and the Lady Dior come with a long shoulder strap as well, so you can actually wear them from your shoulder as well, and when it's hanging from your shoulder, this sort of stays like this, and you can see the contrast lining, which I think looks stunning. Again, this one is a little bit softer than the Lady Dior, but it does have a very structured bottom, which means it holds its shape pretty well, and it doesn't sag at the bottom, which I don't really like in like more formal bags, so I'm really happy that it doesn't. And yeah, I've used this bag loads. Again, this is in lambskin. This one is actually not quilted like the Lady Dior, which means the scratches are a lot more visible, but I am pretty careful with it. And there is a kiwi product that you can use on top to kind of cover the scratches and sort of really hydrate the bag and keep it in a really good condition. So I will link that below if I can find it online. But yeah, I really love this bag and I use it so, so much. And finally, last but most definitely not least, my Louis Vuitton Capucine bag. This one is in a very soft powder pink, which is a beautiful color. It's in the grainy leather, which means that it doesn't scratch easily. It's in calf skin, so it doesn't scratch at all. It really is a very structured bag, but because it's huge, you can fit in loads in this bag. It's got like a flap on top that you can either leave it out or you can tuck it in so that you can see the Louis Vuitton logo here. This one is also in silver hardware just because they didn't have it with the gold hardware in this color. It's very structured, it fits in loads. It has sort of two compartments inside. It has like a zip down the middle, and then it has one large compartment here and one large compartment there, and then it has a small pocket at the back. So you can fit in loads of stuff, and it's because it's quite structured, you sort of don't get it lost in there. My only gripe with this bag is it's really, really heavy even when it's empty, which means that when you fill it with stuff, it just becomes super, super heavy to carry on your arm. And this one doesn't have a shoulder strap, so this one is just to carry on the crook of your arm, but it is a really beautiful bag. But if I had to repurchase, I'd say I'd take the smaller size. This one is the bigger size, and it's just super, super heavy, but I still really love this bag. So that's it from me, guys. Those were all my bags. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are planning to buy any of these, I hope this information was useful, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Bye!